The Atlantic Ocean, once a buffer for Europe, is warming, and with it, the threat of hurricanes reaching European shores grows. For centuries, hurricanes were an American problem, but recent years have shown storms tracking further east, challenging old assumptions. The ocean's rising temperatures are fueling storms, allowing them to survive longer and travel farther. What was once a weakening journey across the Atlantic may now be a direct path to Europe. As we approach the 2026 hurricane season, Europe must recognise this new reality and prepare accordingly. The idea of a hurricane striking Ireland or Spain is no longer far-fetched. These storms aren't malicious, they're simply following the heat. The science is clear. Warmer waters mean more energy for storms. Our task is to stay informed, adapt, and prepare for a future where hurricanes are part of Europe's climate story. Hurricanes begin as humble disturbances over warm Atlantic waters, usually off Africa's coast. Sun-heated seas evaporate, sending moist air upward, where it cools and releases energy, fueling the storm. This cycle draws in more air, lowering surface pressure and starting the storm's rotation, thanks to the Coriolis effect. If wind patterns are steady and wind shear is low, the system organizes, forming the iconic eye. Once winds hit 74 mph, it's officially a hurricane, drawing energy from the ocean, growing in size and power. As long as warm water and favorable conditions persist, the storm intensifies. This natural engine, perfected over millennia, now threatens new shores as the Atlantic warms. Understanding this process is key to anticipating the storms of tomorrow. Scientists have noticed a shift, not in the number of Atlantic storms, but in their intensity and speed of development. Rapid intensification is now common, fueled by warmer ocean surfaces. Storms are forming further north and east, expanding the hurricane nursery closer to Europe. The season is stretching, with storms appearing earlier and later than ever before. This means a longer window of risk and a higher chance of storms reaching Europe. More intense storms bring stronger winds and heavier rain, increasing the threat of flooding and damage. Regions unaccustomed to hurricanes now face real danger. The 2026 season could redefine what it means to live on Europe's Atlantic coast. Hurricanes reaching Europe aren't just theory. History offers proof. In 1961, Hurricane Debby struck Ireland as a powerful extratropical storm, causing widespread damage. Hurricane Ophelia in 2017 became a major hurricane unusually far east, hitting Ireland with hurricane-force winds and turning UK skies red with Saharan dust. In 2005, Hurricane Vince made landfall in Spain as a tropical depression, the first recorded event of its kind. Vince's formation near Madeira, in waters once thought too cold, signalled shifting boundaries for hurricane development. These storms, once rare, are now case studies for a changing climate. They show that the Atlantic can deliver powerful storms to Europe under the right conditions. What was once a generational event may become more frequent. By learning from these past storms, Europe can better prepare for what's coming. The lessons of Debby, Ophelia, and Vince are more relevant than ever. Europe's Atlantic-facing nations, Ireland, the UK, France, Spain, Portugal, are on the front line. Western Ireland and Scotland are especially exposed to storms transitioning from tropical to extratropical, still packing dangerous winds and rain. The Bay of Biscay and Portugal's coast face risks from southerly tracking storms, with cities like Bordeaux and Lisbon vulnerable to surge and flooding. The Azores and Madeira, directly in the path of many storms, have long histories of impact. Many regions are built for winter gales, not hurricane-like deluges. Infrastructure may not withstand the rainfall and winds these storms bring, leading to flash floods and power outages. The real risk is a combination of exposure and lack of hurricane-specific preparedness. 2026 demands that these nations plan for scenarios they've never faced before. The 2026 hurricane season could be a turning point, driven by climate cycles and record warm Atlantic waters. Persistent marine heat waves mean storms can form and survive farther north and east than ever. The Azores' highs position may steer more storms toward Europe, not out to sea. It's not just about more storms, but about stronger, longer-lasting ones on new tracks. Rapid intensification and unusual paths are likely. Europe faces a higher risk of direct impacts from powerful storms. This season is a test of Europe's readiness for a new Atlantic reality. Vigilance and adaptation are more important than ever. Preparation empowers, not panics. Stay informed, rely on trusted weather sources, and keep a battery-powered radio handy. Build an emergency kit: water, food, first aid, medications, flashlights, power banks, and key documents in a waterproof bag. Secure your home. Bring in loose objects. Check windows and doors. Clear gutters. Have a family plan. Know where to shelter, how to communicate, and who to contact if separated. Practice these steps before storms threaten. Even small actions can make a big difference in safety and peace of mind. Communities that prepare together are more resilient. Don't wait for the warning, plan now. Simple steps save lives and property. True resilience goes beyond households. It's a community effort. Governments must assess vulnerabilities and upgrade infrastructure, like burying power lines and reinforcing roads. Restoring natural defences, sand dunes, marshes, forests, protects against surge and erosion. Public education is vital. Teach storm risks, run drills, and ensure clear evacuation routes. A culture of preparedness saves lives. Scientists, engineers, officials, and citizens must work together. The threat is shared, and so is the solution. By investing in nature, infrastructure, and awareness, we can weather any storm. The Atlantic connects us all. Its storms ignore borders. Stronger hurricanes reaching Europe are a wake-up call. Climate change is everyone's problem. This is a call to action, not despair. International cooperation, sharing science, forecasts, and experience is essential. Lessons from the Americas now matter in Europe. We must innovate, adapt, and invest in resilience and clean energy. Let's face the 2026 season with optimism and determination, building safer, stronger communities. The ocean unites us. By working together, we can shape a hopeful, resilient future.